be going to high school next year?
Not next year, but the year after.
Hi, New Leaf Link.
Hi, New Leaf Link. It's
Kiefer.
and Chris. And what are we going to make today, Kiefer?
We're gonna make cauliflower bites.
Exactly, because everybody loves chicken wings, but I thought maybe let's try a different recipe, maybe get some chicken wing flavor, but we're going to have some vegetables with it. We ready to do it?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Kiefer's here to tell us the equipment that we're going to need for our recipe. Take it away, Kiefer.
We need a bowl. And we need measuring cup. Whisk.
Hold it up for us.
Whisk.
Perfect. What's this guy?
Tongs.
Excellent. And we need these.
Measuring spoons.
Measuring spoons. What about this?
Parchment paper.
Parchment paper. Perfect. And what's everything sitting on right there? What's this wood thing?
A cutting board.
Excellent. All right.
A baking sheet.
All right, everyone. This is the food that we're going to need for our recipe. All right, Kiefer, take it away, my friend. What do we need?
Flour.
Flour. And
Cauliflower.
can you hold that up for us? Great. Cauliflower. What's beside it?
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Fantastic. And
Smoked paprika.
close. Smoked paprika.
Paprika.
Keep going.
Cumin.
Cumin. Very good.
Garlic powder. Frank's Red House. Cornstarch. Milk. And canola oil.
Awesome. Okay, Kiefer, so we have set our oven for 425 degrees. It's preheating right now. And in the meantime, you and I have to make a batter. We're going to do two types. We're going to do a battered cauliflower bite and one that doesn't have any batter on it. Sound like a good plan?
Yes.
All right, let's get at this batter. Okay, first thing that Kiefer just put in our bowl is
Water.
That's right, we did 3/4 of a cup of water. Okay, now Kiefer is adding
Milk.
how much?
Half a cup.
Half a cup of milk goes into the water. Kiefer, what do we have next?
The flour.
How much flour?
1 cup of flour.
Perfect. Okay, Kiefer, what have we got?
Cumin.
How much cumin? 1 teaspoon?
1 teaspoon.
Okay, go ahead. 1 teaspoon of cumin. Okay, Kiefer, what's next?
Paprika.
Very good. Paprika. How much? 1 teaspoon of paprika. Excellent. Oh boy. Hey, tell me, Kiefer, what have we got now?
Garlic powder.
And how many?
2.
2 what?
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Excellent. Everybody, what you are putting in now?
Salt.
All right, we've got some salt. About 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Keep going a little bit more, Kiefer. Wonderful. Then what's the next one we're going to put in?
Pepper.
Pepper. Same thing, about, I don't know, 1/4 teaspoon or so. We're just going to grind up a bunch into our flour and the rest of the spices. All right.
Put the salt and pepper back.
Oh, great. Thank you. All right. Now what do we have to do, Kiefer?
Whisk.
Whisk. That's correct. We are going to whisk this into what it looks like, what would look like a pancake batter. And that's our batter. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, Kiefer and I are here. We're gonna chop up our cauliflower. Each of us has a cauliflower head here, and we're gonna cut it up into little bite-sized pieces. So what I'd like you to do is get yourself a cutting board, a knife, a fork, and get someone to help you out with this, okay? Don't want to see anybody lose any fingers or anything like that. So let's just be safe in the kitchen. So Kiefer, I will give you an example of what I'd like to see when it comes to cutting. So now I'm going to cut this in half. So I cut it in half to create a flat surface and what I like to call a foot. And then I'm going to stab.
Hey, I got the wrong knife.
That's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fork. I'm going to stab into the cauliflower and I'm going to chop. Oops. It's a little blooper reel for you. So I'm going to chop it. Okay. I'm going to chop it again. Using my fork to steady it, I'm going to get rid of this little piece. Well, you could eat this. Actually, I'm going to cut the greenery off of it. But we want these pieces like this. We want them in smaller, bite-sized pieces. Okay, now Kiefer, I'm going to ask you... Oh, here, bud. I'll take that. Okay. Why don't you try this knife? You use this knife, and I want you to use that fork. I'm going to come around here, and I'm going to get a different shot of you. All right, let's see. That's good. Now try and stab. So you stab in, and you can steady it. That's it. You may have to take the fork out and stab it in a different place. That's it. All right, Kiefer, we've got parchment paper on our baking sheet. But do me a favor and crumple it up into a ball. Just go ahead and crumple it. Crumple it together. Perfect. Now unfold it, and it should go onto our baking sheet a little bit better. It's supposed to steady it. See? Then we'll put it on here. Great. This is what... Okay, so we've got that ready. Okay, next what we need to do is worry about our cauliflower that doesn't have a batter. So let's tackle that. Okay, Kiefer, we're about to do our cauliflower bites without batter, and we're preparing the mixture to go onto it. So what do we start with?
Oil. How much oil?
We are going to need 2 tablespoons of, we're using canola oil today, but you could use vegetable or olive or avocado, sunflower seed, it's up to you. So 2 tablespoons of oil. Excellent work. Okay, Kiefer, what do we got next?
Cornstarch.
And how much cornstarch?
How much cornstarch?
1 tablespoon. Perfect. Okay, then we're going to need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Yep, that's it. 1 and 2. Perfect. Then we're going to need 1 teaspoon of cumin. Excellent. Excellent work. Okay. And then let's get 1 teaspoon of that smoked paprika.
How many paprikas?
Just 1 teaspoon.
How do you open this?
Oh, I will show you. I will show you. Can you take a hold of that? Thanks. So we're going to go like this. So we'll just pry it open like that. I'll take that back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And let's get some salt and pepper in there. And just like we did for our batter, it's about a 1/4 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. Right now, our friend Kiefer is going to go and grab the salt and pepper. Thank you, sir. And he's going to come over here, and he's got some grinders. So he's going to give it a, go ahead with the salt. Great, that's probably good. And then some pepper. Perfect, okay. Let's take our whisk. Whisk that up really well. Oh, yeah, keep going. See, it's kind of thick. Good job. Good work. Okay, we have just put the cauliflower into the bowl that has the oil and the spice mix. Okay, as you can see, we've given it a stir, stirred it really well, and tried to coat every piece of cauliflower. Okay, Kiefer, what have we got now?
Cooking spray.
Great, so we're gonna take the cooking spray and we're gonna spray our parchment just to make sure. Perfect. That's good. Now, can you pour the cauliflower out onto our baking sheet? Lovely, lovely. Now I'm gonna take our fork and I'm gonna bring it all to one side here. And we're gonna try and do both types on one sheet. So we're gonna have what we call like...
Is this done?
Yes, we're gonna have our naked cauliflower on one side and then our battered cauliflower on the other. So I would suggest as well, try to make sure that you get those flat parts facing down first. I'll kind of crisp these up for us a little bit. Okay. All right.
What comes after it?
Okay. So right now, all of that cauliflower is going to go into our batter. Okay, that's great, Kiefer. And then again, just gonna, can you give that a stir? Stir that around and try and make sure all of the cauliflower is covered with our batter. That's great. Keep going. Yeah. That looks good. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful job. Good. All right, now let's take our tongs and I'll show you. We're gonna take our tongs. We're just gonna take each one out and set it down. If you wanted to do that for me, that would be great. Let's take our tongs, yeah, put them all out onto the parchment paper. Make a little more room here for you.